One of our favourite charters in WA is the Kalbarri Explorer. I'm not normally one for early mornings, but it's never too hard to get me up at Sparrows to meet them at the marina and head north to some superb grounds they've got. They've also got a decky with great personality on every trip, and this time they unveiled Brian. This is him working at normal speed. There was a wind blowing from the east. Not great for drifting, but great to anchor up and do some drift baiting. We've got to get a great feed for Finlays. 27 days we've been on the road, Ron. It's been a long trip.
It's been long and tedious, but we're on our sort of spiral back to Perth now.
Not that tedious. There's been some great fishing, but Kalbarri is our final stop, and the final thing we're going to do here is get on board the Kalbarri Explorer. And before we left, we got these outfits from Ranger, the Pen gear. They've been going well, and a bit of drift baiting to start with here in the shallow water.
Absolutely. We've given these such a hard time and more fish to come, I reckon.
Well, going bottom fishing with light gear is really possible. It's pretty windy. Ryan's going to show you how to do it.
The rig I'm using for the drift baiting is pretty simple. All it is two super sharp hooks. They're mustard Big Red 6.0s. I've got a ball sinker just to get it down. If you're in deeper water than say 30 metres and go a little bit heavier, I've got a crimp stopping that ball sinker running up to the swivel and tangling. That trace line there is Pen 10X or Jinkai, very good trace line. Small swivel. I've got braid line, that's 20 pound or around about 15, 20 pound Pen braid. And the outfit I'm using, very small Pen bait casting outfit, quality reel. And let's face it, if you've got fish down there, play around with light sport stuff.
Now, mate, what people are definitely going to see how you put the ocky on, so give them a look.
Absolutely. We like to use fillets or strip baits. In this case, we're using octopus, and that one there is cuttlefish. All it's doing is putting a hook. Doesn't really matter which way it goes, top or bottom. Two hooks in there.
The last bit is the key to it. It's all about bait presentation, and it's that little half hitch you put at the end, Ryan.
That's right. All you do is just do a half hitch around the whole lot, as such, and all that's going to do is secure it. So when it goes down to the bottom, it's not going to untangle, and that should go straight down the nanny goat.
Down the nanny goat. Look, he's starting to adopt Jonesy's sayings as well on these trips. It's time to go home. You can actually anchor and drift bait. This way the boat faces into the wind and you can literally feed your baits right down to the reef and, as Ryan says, right down the fish's nanny goat. Drift baiting early on. I love this cliff fishing around Kalbarri. Well, not cliff fishing, but we're in a boat just off the cliffs. And that means we can anchor up, Ryan, do some drift baiting. We love it. We love it because there's just so many options.
Absolutely, and with the wind the way it is now, unfortunately it's blowing a bit, so why not anchor and drift bait?
And why not bring up, first up,
yep. What have we got? Skippy.
A big silver trevally or skippy. Oh,
what?
Oh no.
Easy release.
One bouncing back in the drink. Oh well, it's all fun.
It's getting a few touches now, the bait's just hit the bottom. And with the drift baiting in particular, just let them take the bait in. No point trying to set the hook. Might feed out a little bit more line. Go on, take it in. Yep, like that. Got him. Geez, sometimes it's just that easy. It's not always about using big, heavy gear. We're about 30 metres of water, and we're really close to the actual beach here in Kalbarri. I've used the skin docky, Steve. I thought I'll change from using the usual muley and try something different. I've got colour, Steve, and it might be pinky. Oh, Dewey.
It's a Dewey.
Look at that.
It's only a little one, but
bubby.
It's a very good example of why drift baiting works.
A drift bait, they love their octopus. Great, we'll get this one back. Thanks, mate. A little bit small, bigger please.
Yep. I actually just fed that down his throat. That's the whole idea of drift baiting. I felt the spool just start to spin. Ooh, lots of head shaking. Lots of shaking going on. I just felt that fish just take it off the spool, let it run into his throat. And
sneaky, double hook up.
Ah, you've got one of mine. You just can't let me catch a fish, can you? You gotta get one yourself.
Absolutely. It's not bad. We've had 4 drops and fish already.
Very nice red-throat emperor. Look at that for a red throat. I'm very pleased about that for a size. Great eating fish and very pretty too. And you can see how he's just taken that one hook down. Drift baiting is just the best way to catch any kind of emperor. And it was taught to me by a fellow called Sean Brandenburg. You got
a red throat as well.
Ah, look, see, you just got to copy me all the time. Copy me all the time. A guy called Sean Brandenburg taught me drift baiting. And after I've seen it, it was just, oh, wow, what a revelation. And then Pete Jasinski from Blue Water Boat Hire showed me how it works with emperor. I'm going to have to get these hooks out of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Bang.
Yep, got it.
Well done. A few small little nibbles there, Stephen. Whack.
Oh, something came through earlier and just went boom.
Tip, come on. Yo, oh, gee.
But one's grabbed the top hook, one's grabbed the bottom hook. Ryan's around me everywhere. And it just about ripped my arms off. And I actually made a bit of an exclamation that won't be making it to air. So it's come back, I'm pleased to say. Whoa,
Rankin cod.
Nice Rankin cod. Have a look. Now the times we've gone somewhere and they've gone, nah, there's no pink snapper here. And Ryan goes, oh, you're puffing this one.
Oh, double header.
Oh, wow. Back to the reef.
God, geez.
Struth, you've been at that one for a while. He's wheeling out the classics today.
Uh-oh, in trouble.
Oh, now, one of us has got to land one of these. Oh,
Under
one's
load.
given up a bit, but you're in trouble, aren't you?
Ned Kelly.
Whoa!
Crikey Moses, this is actually staying right underneath the...
Moses. Where are you getting this from? Have you got like a book of stupid Australian slang words tucked away out the back or something?
Uh-oh. This is a big fish.
It is a big fish. I've got myself a very nice red throat, but yours is bigger than that, so I'm going to get this in and out.
Tell you one thing, I've really tightened up on this drag because we've got some nasty coral limestone. It's really taking some line. And I'll tell you one thing,
This fish ain't going to be coaxed too easily. Just take your time, mate. Take your time.
I
you
am.
don't want to get in the running gear.
Oh, that's what I'm worried about. So I'm just going to put the rod tip in the water, which is something that's a good thing to do. If the fish is underneath the boat, try to get the tip in the water and work that fish away from underneath the hull. An effective way of getting big fish up on light gear is short pump wind. So watch this. Short pump up, short wind down, lift up, just short. If you pull back the rod too hard, good chance you're just going to snap the line. Okay, I've got colour, Steve.
Oh, well done, mate. You've just...
My hands are starting to cramp up on this outfit, I tell you. It's been a big fight.
You fought a great fight.
Short pump and wind technique.
Oh, it could be a jewfish. What is it? What is it? It's not a shark, at least. That's one small miracle.
No, it's a sambo, I think.
Samson fish?
Uh-oh.
I think it is.
Sambo.
Brilliant.
Well, you wanted your sambo, Steve?
That's a big one. I don't know if the net's going to work here. Might be the last thing this net ever does. Well, it's in there. I don't know what else.
On the count of three. 1,
Two,
3, and back we go.
Whoa,
Look at that.
That's a huge Samson fish, mate. Put it there.
Thank you very much.
What a battle, what a fight. None of us thought Samson fish, actually, but we'll get the hooks out and chuck him back. Fish like that really deserves a great photo. And there's a great photo. You'll see that in the Fishing WA magazine.
Oh,
What a Samson fish on the bait casting gear.
look at that. Top fish. Just going to swim it a little bit. There he goes.